Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Sector's Edge is a multiplayer, fast-paced, first-person arcade shooter in the vein of Call of Duty, with its gimmicks being a fully destructible environment and building mechanics. Think Minecraft with guns now that Mojang is banning Minecraft with guns. Sector's Edge has a lot of familiar mechanics to other shooters: rifles, SMGs, LMGs, snipers, and as of the last update, attachments to go with each of them, as well as a loadout point system for weapons, mods, and perks. Where the game diverges is the addition of the MIDI tool. This weapon basically turns the game into every sandbox building sim with gun mods game you've ever seen, allowing you to excavate, store, and transport bits of terrain to clear paths or construct fortifications, and other things, but we'll get to that later. The MIDI tool has three modes: dig, single block, and preset build. The first two are self-explanatory, digging and placing single blocks, but the presets are interesting. In the firing range, there are 9 preset slots that can be completely customized by the player to suit their needs, for better, or very much worse. Sector's Edge has 9 game modes, but I've only been able to play a few of them, being Breakthrough, Control Shift, and Capture the Flag. Breakthrough is interesting as it's like King of the Hill, except the hill moves closer to the team that is losing the point, giving them a greater chance to counter an assault. The other two are your standard Control Points and CTF. You've played video games. The gunplay is solid. It's exactly what you'd expect from a modern shooter, that is to say, when you actually get to shoot. Sector's Edge's building mechanics are very easy to abuse by anyone willing enough and is lacking enough morals to go with a playstyle I call aggressive fortification with a gun. Aggressive fortification, which I will demonstrate with a clip of me getting my ship pushed in by a sweat lord using it. Unless you have maxed out your MIDI tool, you're playing the game wrong. There's no reason to use any of the guns when the moment you nick an enemy, your line of sight is immediately blocked by 6 layers of 9 destructible armor, especially when that armor has suddenly turned you into a can of meal. I have a few suggestions that may help to remedy this issue. 1. Reduce the overall HP of blocks so that shooting through them is a viable option. There are piercing rounds, but they don't exactly work when line of sight and elevation of your target shifts faster than a Titanfall pilot on meth. Increase the build time of blocks so that there's no instant fortresses that are impossible to shoot through. Nerf the MIDI tool by only allowing very specific presets that can't be edited. This would prevent the aforementioned canned meal. Number 4 is my preferred solution. Separate blocks into 2 types, soft and hard. Soft blocks are quick to build but easy to destroy, and bullets can penetrate them. Hard blocks, on the other hand, take more time to build but are bulletproof and have more health. Additional gameplay notes. Outside of the MIDI tool, there's no way to cause large-scale map destruction like you saw in the intro with conventional gameplay. I was in a tutorial role with infinite ammo and thus had the resources I needed, but in the game proper I can only max out at 2 C4 charges, and they're pretty small radius all things considered. There's almost no reason to use other equipment either though. There's a block fortifier that increases the already ridiculous health of blocks to where the MIDI tool even struggle, but has such a small radius and a limited pool it's basically useless without a full team of 12 bringing it. The in-place excavator tool is almost useless in normal gameplay as it needs to be placed on the opposite wall of the one you want to dig out rather than on the one you want gone. I don't even know what the Destructors does aside from being a weak as hell trip mine, but the scanner is like someone took sonar pulse from Titanfall 1, pulse speed from Titanfall 2, slapped them together and made a subpar version of both. When I played together the footage you see now, I was struggling to find any populated servers, and when I did, it was maybe 4 people at most. Not including myself, and that's ignoring all the times it was just one other person, if that. Unfortunately, with a player base like this, it's not likely this game is going to see any more support anytime soon from the developers, and I can't really blame them. This is my first time writing something scripted for my channel, as well as using SFM. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more, you know which buttons to press.